Welcome back to our channel. In this video, we will be talking about the very recent news of a famous pop star, which we suppose all of you know, SHAKIRA. The Colombian singer recently got into trouble with the Spanish government, and this trouble could potentially cost her millions of dollars and 8 years of jail. In this video, we will cover a lot of her life's aspects, from her ex-boyfriend 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐞's tax fraud situation, the reason for their split after being together for 11 years, and then the recent tax fraud. Stay tuned till the end to see what this Grammy winner singer had to say about it. Before moving ahead, make sure to like and share this video, and subscribe to the channel to know more. SHAKIRA 𝐦𝐨𝐫𝐞 Reboli, a Colombian musician who happens to be considered one of the most successful artists who produce songs, not just in English but also in Spanish. One of her most well-known songs is called Hips Don't Lie, and it once dominated all the top music charts all around the world. She became the talk of every household when she collaborated with the South African band to produce a song that is unmatchable today, called 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐞, which also happened to be the theme song for FIFA 2010. SHAKIRA is also well known for her impeccable dancing, especially the belly dance, for which she had been training since her childhood. Along with dominating the music and pop industry, she has also done a fair share of social work. She worked as the ambassador for UNICEF for children from countries ridden with poverty. No wonder, even right now at the age of 45, this 3-time Grammy-winning award artist continues to be influential and has a massive fan following. Now, let us move toward her most recent relationship with Spanish football player 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐞. They announced their relationship to the public in May of 2011 after meeting each other in 2010 during the shooting of the aforementioned song of SHAKIRA, 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐞. Soon in September of 2012, SHAKIRA was pregnant with their first child, and in January of 2015 with their second child. In June 2014, SHAKIRA mentioned that they had no plans of marrying anytime soon. She stated, "We already have what's essential, you know? We have a union, a love for each other, and a baby. I think that those aspects of our relationship are already established, and a marriage is not going to change them." She even released a song for 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐤 called 𝐷 𝐸𝐴MORE. However, a few months into 2022 in June, they announced their decision of splitting up after being together for 11 years. It is reported that the reason behind their split was finances and money. Allegedly, Roberto Garcia, who happens to be the ex-boyfriend of one of SHAKIRA's sisters, said that one time 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐤 asked SHAKIRA for a huge amount of money that he wanted to invest in some other business. The couple kept their finances separate and contributed equally in terms of finance to the family. When SHAKIRA's parents, who were the last point of resort for financial matters for her, said no to 𝐥𝐢𝐤's request, she too declined, and it is said to be the downfall of their relationship. It is also said that SHAKIRA never even intended to marry 𝐥𝐢𝐤. Here is exactly what Roberto Garcia said. "According to what a person very close to them has told me, there's been an economic problem between the two. Supposedly, Peak would have asked SHAKIRA for money for an investment issue, and the singer's family has refused to give it to him. They don't mix their money and they keep the family economy at 50%. Adding to that, Roberto also said that SHAKIRA fixed on Peak because she liked him to be the father of her children. She knew she would never ever marry him. Now, the reason we talk about 𝐥𝐢𝐤 was that the tax fraud which SHAKIRA is facing right now is something similar to what 𝐥𝐢𝐤 had to face back in 2019. The Spanish Supreme Court issued a statement saying that 𝐥𝐢𝐤 did not pay taxes that were due in 2008, 2009, and 2010, which are about $2.4 million, and hence some fine was levied on the same. With the exception of the appeal, the decision was sustained in 2019 by Spain's highest criminal court, the National Court. Additionally, it was decided that since Social Security contributions made by Piqué to the government of Great Britain when he was playing for Manchester United should be deemed deductible expenses at the same time they were made. Now, coming to SHAKIRA and her case. Spanish authorities first began investigating SHAKIRA's finances in 2018. The prosecution wrote an entire report with details of her visits to various places, from beauty salons, hairdressers, and medical clinics that she visited during her pregnancy, which are all maintained by the Spanish tax agency. They also checked the time period for which she rented a studio in Barcelona. According to the law, anyone who stays in the country for more than 183 days is considered a resident and hence is liable for taxes. SHAKIRA stayed in the Bahamas, which is also her official residence, and did not reside in Spain from 2012 to 2014, according to her listing, hence she needs to pay any tax to the government for these years. Her legal team argued that she only started living in Spain in 2015. But according to the official statements, the authorities claim that the singer stayed in Spain for 697 days between the year 2012 and 2014. They also further broke down the days and listed that SHAKIRA lived for 242 days in 2012 and 212 days in 2013. In 2014, she spent 243 days in the country. If this turns out to be true, the singer can go behind the bars. The prosecutor's report further added that she also bought a mansion in Barcelona in May 2012 with her then partner 𝐥𝐢𝐤, wherein they had their firstborn child named Milan. The prosecution offered Shakira the chance to plead guilty and end the case to avoid going to prison, but she declined. She claimed to be prepared for a trial instead. According to a statement from Shakira's publicist at the legal firm 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐞, Shakira believes strongly that she's innocent and that she believes the court to deliver justice. They further added that this was an absolute violation of her rights and that all of this is pretty baseless. They said, "Unfortunately, the Spanish tax office, which loses 1 out of every 2 lawsuits with its taxpayers, continues to violate her rights and pursue yet another baseless case. Shakira is confident that her innocence will be proven by the end of the judicial process." They had also stated that Shakira is a responsible citizen and that she has always paid her taxes and done the needful and hence need not worry about the tax fraud case. They said that she followed the advice of the highly regarded tax consultancy PricewaterhouseCoopers PwC. And regarding the prosecutor, they said that they used abusive methods. Shakira said that they were wrongly demanding money from her which she earned on her tours and shows. She stated that they were insisting on claiming money earned during my international tours and the show The Voice. Shakira appeared in front of a judge in 2019 to provide testimony as part of an investigation into her alleged tax fraud. She strongly denied having done anything wrong. According to her PR firm, she paid the $17.61 she owned, together with the interest as soon as she was made aware of the obligations by the tax office. They claim that she is currently debt-free and does not owe any more money to the government. The Spanish judge named Marco Borrice said that the results of their 3 years of investigation showed enough pieces of evidence, and hence there is sufficient evidence of criminality for the case to move forward to trial, which could end up with the Colombian singer going behind bars. Now, before ending this video, let us look into what experts of law have to say about this case. Douglas S. Stransky is a partner in a firm in Boston called Sullivan & Worcester, who happens to practice international laws of taxes. They said that this entire case exists because of the confusion behind the meaning of the word resident and the content of taxation in Spanish law. For one to be considered a tax resident in the country, one has to spend specific days in Spain. But how many days are marked for one to be a tax-paying resident? Does buying a house in Spain make you a resident of the country? Douglas S. Stransky stated, "Is one considered a resident of a country by buying a house in that country, even if that person is only there for 4 days?" I think in this case it is true that Shakira did spend time in Spain, but the real question is whether she spent enough time there so as to be considered a tax resident of the country. Another international law expert named Kevin E. Thorne, who in Washington is a partner of Thorne Law Group, also had something to add to the case. Thorne speculates that the Spanish government may not completely comprehend the intricate interplay between the tax rules of several nations and international agreements. Thorne stated, "They're rushing to judgment without all the facts and without understanding all the laws that could come into play here. They're trying to pressure her to come to the table without all the facts being out there." That is it for today's video. Comment down below what you think will happen once the date of the trial is out. Before you leave, please like and share this video and subscribe to this channel for more updates regarding this topic. Thank you.